The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Broncos going up against the Falcons. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. On first down, it's Lynch. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Gregg from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. What a spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
To throw is Lynch. Surveying the field. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd like to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
In motion is Austin Hooper. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Jones will come now in motion right. On 3rd down, Ryan. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's taken to the 26. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come up with an offset eye. Here's Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Lynch to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And Green with a catch left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Lynch. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. On second down, Ryan going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Going underneath for Charles. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Now it's Lynch. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 61 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. 7 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion right is Wilson. Long. It's Ryan looking deep downfield and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And some room to roam now. Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
So out come the Falcons now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, Either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And we had only seen 6 of those in Super Bowl history, fumble returns for a touchdown. Now we've seen 7.
And how about this? Back-to-back Super Bowls.
That's right.
In the last one, we had Denver. Von Miller with the strip sack. Malik Jackson falling on it for the touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Atlanta. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So we have reached halftime here in Houston in what so far has been a very one-sided Super Bowl 51. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. It's brought in by Floyd. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Lynch. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Give them 22 on that one. And the Falcons are going to get it first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. There he goes, Brandon Marshall. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So the D-line's going to spread out. And quickly they get to the line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Always got some breathing room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Will Hill, the strong safety there to get him down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Lynch to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
To throw is Lynch. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 39 yards. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. They go play action now. Lynch. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.